Hello, people and persons of the world. It is SLR. We're back. Japan, Tier 2, Season 10. And returning to the commentary box is Wamu, or Wamski.
Hello, hello.
How's it going, bro?
Doing not bad. How about yourself?
Yeah, looking good. I mean, I'm buzzed about this one. We're kind of talking a little bit about it, but it's Christian is leading the championship. We're heading in. This is the free races from the end, including this one. So not many points left on the table. Christian is P1 currently in the title. Charge 128 is his points. Meepo 10 points behind, 118. And then Samim and Rgamer with 90 and 81 points respectively. Looking at constructors, Ferrari have overtaken Aston Martin for the first time. Ferrari 176 in the constructors, Aston Martin 171. So that is another title up for grabs, and has yet to be decided. And the closest rival is actually Haas with 148 points. So Aston Martin and Ferrari both looking for strong finishes today. But we are already underway. The qualifying is underway, and the guys are starting to make their way out on track. So let's join them. It looks like a dry day in Japan, Suzuka, which is good to see. We don't know about the race weather, but we will try and keep you informed if we get any intel on that. So who will we watch on a hot lap here? Who is first out? It looks like an Aston.
It is SLR Tier. He did cut the grass a bit in the chicane, but I don't know, it was just a little more trying to even out the grass so he doesn't, make a mistake during the race, so it doesn't get that wheel spin. But yes, he is first out on track, and he's going into that long straight, and he will be starting his hot lap soon. I do gotta ask, I believe this is like the third chance for Meeple to win the championship, isn't it?
Yeah, he has not won before. He was looking pretty strong early, but Christian's came in, and yeah, he won the last race here, and that's put him P1, clear by 10 points. Salmon now on a lap. So let's see this first second corner sequence. I love it. It's so good. You actually brake halfway through the first corner there, as you hit the apex. Try to keep it tight on the second apex, and then through the S's you can see it's very fast, it's very fluid, a lot of time can be made up here. You want to stay off the curb there. I think Sammy just touched that one on the left, and it unsettled the car a little bit, but he was able to keep it under control. He does go wide at Dunlop, and he loses the back end, and that's basically Japan for you. As I saw McLaren going through Sammy there, that was SLR Matt, so we'll join him as he is on a lap himself, and takes over the mantle from Samim, who will make his way back to the pits and look to put a fresh set of boots on. But yeah, it's really all about track limits here and pushing to the limit. And if you do get a wheel on the dirt or you touch a curb, you can spin out quite easily, and that can have huge consequences both in quali and in the race. So here we are. That was a spoon sequence there, those last two corners, and we're heading down to, is it 130R, I believe we call this one?
I believe it is.
Yeah, and we've got the final chicane here. This one I've struggled with big time. You want to really cut both of those corners. Not really getting the ideal line for there, but it looks like a tidy enough lap, and we're going to see the first time on the board. It's 129.8, and I'm thinking we're going to get 28s on the board there, and you see Crystal goes 129, so yeah, I think we're going to see 28s on the board by the end of this, maybe low 28s, if what I'm seeing in the practice sessions is anything to go by.
Yeah, 120, high 127 could be possible, but it's going to be difficult. But we do have very experienced drivers in this tier, so it could happen. You never know. But I, for myself, driving, like, I don't know, I believe it's going to be a year now since I haven't drove, but watching the streams, the broadcast, and been trying to practice behind the scenes, especially on this track. It is a difficult track, but if you know it well, tonight that's a 129.
Ooh.
And Christian beats it with 128.8.
Yeah, already in the 28s, and like I say, I think we're going to go lower than that as the track will evolve throughout this session. This is, of course, just the first run, but yeah, like you're saying, I think on this track, it is such a flowy track. It's hard to go fast at, but to go fast, really, it's all about confidence, and confidence will give you consistency over the course of a race. So, one mistake can cost you dearly. There is a chance of safety cars, of course, as always. I did a race here yesterday, actually in 2S, and I had a bit of an issue. I span out in the S's, and after that there was no safety car, and I was like miles away. So if there's no safety car and you spin, it's not going to be a good day for you. But yeah, there's 20 guys on the grid today, and there's a high risk of safety car here, I have to say.
Yeah, like you want to nail the S's because it's the most crucial area for the timings. If you can nail that, then you're looking good to be in high positions in the qualifying and be prepared for the race. But it is hard. The S's are very hard. Like you don't nail the perfect turn in, then like you said before, hit the curb, touch the grass, you're gonna spin out.
Yeah, it's hard, but it's good hard. It's like a challenging
Yes.
type of hard. As long as you put a few laps worth of practice in, you should be doing okay. I'm actually surprised seeing all these 30s and 31s on the board. I thought tier 2 would be, 28s, 29s all the way through, but some guys struggling out there on their first run. I've got Samim up. He's on his second, well, this is going to be a second attempt at a hot lap here, so he's about to begin his lap. We will run on board with him and see how he does this time. He might be a little bit more tentative this time. He's trying to keep it within the boundaries, as he does need to get a time on the board. He does not want to start last. And I'm just keeping an eye on chat as well. Oh, and there's a bit of traffic up ahead there. That is not ideal for Samim, having a car on the inside there, just parked on the apex.
He just slid right past him, like inches away from making contact.
Yeah, that is not ideal.
Oh, it spins.
Yeah, and I was going to say, it does, it's quite
Both of the
distracting.
cars spun out. So last one was doing a lap as well, and they spun the same turn.
Aye. That is not good. Not good. Samim needs to get back to the pits. He might actually go for another run on those softs. Larson as well, but may opt to just go back to the pits and put on that final set of softs if they have gone balanced. And I'm seeing a bit of lag there.
Yeah, but if that was me, I would like to go for number one because they still have high amount of battery, and the fuel, depending how much a kilogram of fuel they have in the vehicle, even with like, well, 5 kilograms or 6 kilograms, you can do another lap.
Yeah.
So save up the fuel as much as you can, save up the energy to have 100% and do it again. You won't be wasting the spare tires that you have available, and then you can use them potentially in the race if like a safety car happens or something.
Yep, indeed. And just catching up a chat here, we've got McKenna, Tino, Kiku, Babalos as well, who's a fellow commentator. He's asked, can you show Mr. D, who's did 2 laps old sauce, so that indicates he's been, maybe he invalidated his first run and decided to go on for a second one. He put himself P10 with that 30.1, and it looks like he's out of fuel there, so he is going to try and get back to the pits as quickly as he can, as quickly as his car will allow, given it's no fuel in that car at the minute. And he'll have to just keep an eye on who's behind him as well. He doesn't want to hold anyone up here and incur the wrath of the FIA. Let's see, can we find anyone else on a lap? I think Joel is on a lap. He's going through Dunlop. Joel also did that race yesterday with us in 2S, showed good pace, did spin once I believe, or twice, but does have good pace here, so I think he's looking to do well today, hopefully.
Yeah, someone made another mistake in the curb, so the second chance got ruined for him. So he'll have to go back to the pits this time, but he has a long way to go. I would still have like 80, not 80, 8 minutes to go. I don't know why I said 80, just because I looked at the seconds amount and it was like 20 seconds as well, so...
That would be a long qualifying session.
Yeah,
be,
indeed.
Quite interesting actually, but maybe quite boring as well. If you,
especially
if you got 4 sets of tires for 80 minutes. Oh, Silver! Oh yeah, Silver. It looks like
that's in the chicane.
Yeah.
Vinge get a 5 plays good penalty.
Oh, and they must have had it coming together, I believe. Joe goes P8 with that time. Slight improvement. Some guys improving a little bit. I think that was Wes as well. Across the line, went up to P10.
So I think there's gonna be some arguments because looking at the race director, Silver did DNF. But for Vinge, the reason why he got a grid penalty, collision with Silver.
Yep. that makes sense. Our gamer went up to P2 with a 29 flat. That's just pipping X Crystals by not .01, so not much between those two guys. Ferrari looking good as well, yeah, and Meepo puts it P2. Kind of went unnoticed there, but Meepo 128.9, so the second 128 is on the board. And just thinking about the constructors as well, got our gamer for Aston Martin P3, which is great, obviously, but Samim yet to put a lap on the board. He's currently P20. The Ferrari guys are P2 and P5, so currently Ferrari looking pretty good. And Christian goes even faster, 28.7. I think that was a 1/10 improvement there, so good stuff from him. Anyone else on a lap? I think is Matt finishing a lap, or is he on a... I think he might be just finishing this one.
Well, just been a modern mapper, and before the spin he lost control, and he was looking quite quick. Yeah, he's given up. No, he's not giving it up. He's out of fuel.
Oh, okay.
At the spin chicane. So... Well, it's looking spicy between the two title contenders, Christian and Meepo.
Yeah, definitely
Both Kakane, they both will be starting in the front grid, so the first turn is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, and Meepo comes into this race having a point to prove, because he's had a few issues in previous races, few incidents that have cost him dearly. So he looked like an early favourite for this title, but Christian, he's just next level at the minute, so Meepo really does need to raise his game, focus up, and stay out of trouble for this one. And I'm just looking at chat again, and we've got a few guys. What is this? Winpo, Pamin, Panari. So I think we're playing on the names of the drivers here.
But isn't that the console? The very old console?
What, Panari?
Yeah.
Atari, I think that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's close to that.
It's similar, yeah. I don't get... Oh, Punari. I'm trying to work out what that means, though. Is it like a pun on words on his name?
I have no idea.
Anyway, we're looking at Mr. D, so Babalos will be happy. We've got Mr. D on camera. He's currently P12. He's on a lap, I think. It's hard to tell.
And
big wiggle, yep.
Yep.
That's not going to do him any favours on this long run down to 130R. Let's see as he goes through. It's flat out for this corner. Does he lift? He does indeed. He lifts a slight bit. This might indicate he's actually going to come in on this lap. His fuel light is flashing as well. I think he is not on the lap here yet. He is pinning.
No, yep.
Skin Tony as well, about to come in because he's invalidated that lap. We've got Dice as well. Oh, and just as I join him at Spoon Corner, he loses the back end. I think he touched the curb a little bit there. So let's see who else. We've got Virtua coming for the final chicane. He's currently got 100% ERS, so this might indicate that he's about to start a hot lap. So let's watch Virtua here as his DRS open, and he's going to fly full speed into... Oh, he brakes kind of early for that one. Oh, a bit tentative for the second one as well. Not showing much confidence for those corners. And for the S's here, just need to ride the throttle here. You always feel like you can go a little bit faster, but there's always that risk of spinning the back end out here. And this corner here, quite hard to get the ideal racing line. You can carry a lot of speed through there. And these Degners as well, they're another big feature of this track. You can almost take that first one flat out, and then it's early in the brakes for that second one, and carry the momentum run into this hairpin. Big, heavy braking zone, probably the heaviest braking zone on the track. And it's all about getting that exit, taking that wide line, and then we're going to this spoon section of the track. Very, very fast entry in this first part. Back on the power, run out wide, and then you want to bring it in, and that wasn't the ideal line, I have to say, Virtua.
Yeah.
You got work to do, but Yeah, it's going to be a lap time anyway, and it probably will be beating that 141.5, but we don't know. Oh, he's 2 tenths up, almost 3 tenths, so that might jump him up at least one spot here. But Virgin very tentative here. He looks like maybe he's not had much practice in this one. Yep, so 3/10 improvement does bump him up to P16. With Dice down to P17 now. Dice now on an outlap as well, but we've got a bunch of guys on outlaps, and I think is Christian on a run here, or about to start a run? Yeah, he's about to line himself up for the start of his final run, and I think we'll follow on board with him as he is currently pole, and we'll look to further cement that position up there. Really looks untouchable right now. I mean, I'm surprised that there's not many more in 28s, the 28 territory, but yeah, there's a few guys out there who could possibly steal that pole in the dying moments of this qualifying session.
Yeah, I game my crystals and now I have a chance to get to the 128. They're on the outlaps, and I believe crystals is going towards the finish line, and he doesn't poop just a tiny bit, but he's not in the 128.
And funny, he has a lot of ERS left, so I wonder if he's going for another run here. Christian was 2 tenths up in sector 1, 2 tenths up in sector 2. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. We haven't finished sector 2 yet, but let's have a look. It's going to come up pretty soon here. And didn't look like he carried a lot of momentum for his spoon there, but we'll soon find out. Sector time doesn't lie, and we're about to get that. We've got a yellow flag showing here as well. Yeah, he's lost that 2 tenths. He's just pipping his pole time there. We'll have to carry that all the way through this final sector. Quite a short sector, this sector 3. He's close to the pit wall and does not improve. Lost all that time, so we're looking back at Meepo now. Meepo, according to the sector time, he's slightly up on his time. Runs out nice and wide there through spoon, brings it back in, kind of misses his apex, gets out wide, and it looks like he got away with that, I think. I thought that was going to be a track and validation.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, yeah, that was track and validation. I was thinking that, yeah. Run out very, very wide, and the qualifying section is over. So Meepo will not be able to improve. Our gamer is on a lap though, is able to improve, is almost 1 tenth up through sector 1. And,
well, Crystal's P3.
Oh, nicely done from him, yeah. He gets himself into the 28, so he's part of the 28ers as Vinja. Oh, nice. Nice job from Vinja. From out of nowhere. Our gamer just about to hit this sector 2 time, is 1 tenth up, and that would be enough possibly to put him P3, P4. Smelto as well up to P8 there. Our gamer making his way for this final chicane, again keeping it close to the pit wall, and he is up 1 tenth up. It does indeed put him P3 and into the 28s. Anyone else on the lap? I think Canary is the final guy, and it looks like he is out of it. Well, actually Wesley as well, P12 on the lap. He's definitely not improving with that time. And I think Letson as well is going to abandon this lap as he has invalidated. So that is our grid, ladies and gentlemen. Christian P1 takes pole once again, but Meepo, Argamer, Vinge and Crystal's able to join him in those 128s. Matt with a solid lap there, almost within the 28s, but 29.021. And Tenari P7, Smelto P8, Jewel P9, and Heat and P10. I think we're just waiting for Christian really just to rock up into the pits so we can get a look at the final standings, the official final standings.
Yep, unfortunate for Larson and Samir that they haven't done a good time. Like Samir didn't do a time at all, but Larson looked like he was going for a quick lap, but right at the end he spun out.
Oh dear. Larson tends to be one of those guys, so you see him starting at the back and some races, and he tends to do well. He's one of these guys that's quite consistent in the race, and just picks up the pieces. Tends to profit from other people's misfortune. So we'll keep an eye on him today. We'll not count him out for now. Red Bull guys I'm looking at as well. P12, P13, not able to get into the 29s, but worth keeping an eye on those guys as well. They work well together, I have to say. Also, we will mention Crystals is a reserve today in this tier, as is someone else. My mind has gone blank. Actually, no one else. It's his Feta, aka X Crystals. So let's find out. We're gonna see. We're gonna get a glimpse here, a preview of what the weather is. There we go. That's our preview. Everything's pretty clear. It's blue skies up ahead, so it looks like dry race. Could be wet at the end possibly, but for now no clouds in the sky. It's going to be dry for the foreseeable future, which is great. I know Tier 2 tends to get a lot of rain, so the guys will be glad that this is a full dry session. And we have to remember, no formation lap for this one, so we're going to be pretty quickly getting underway. As John Haltu, who's Meepo's father, is saying, Meepo, push Christian to the wall, gloves off. You've been pushed out too many times this season. That's the equivalent of your dad saying, "Oh, here we go. Sorry."
Here we go. Right, as it's 5 red lights, and away we go with the Suzuka Grand Prix. Christian gets a good start from Meepo. As Matt is trying to squeeze in between Crystals and AR Game, and he does it well, but he goes too wide, and Crystals has it inside. It says already yellow flag. Who is it? We don't know.
Yeah, Tonari's up. Yep.
Christian's keeping his P1, Meepo in second, Christian in third. Matt dropped back by 1 position. He's in fourth, and AR Game is now in fifth, dropping back 2 positions. Bit of a clean start, but unfortunate for Tonari, he lost control.
Yeah, and it looked like he did it all by himself. Just lost the back end. I think he might have touched the curb there, but yeah, he's currently P20, has it all to do. Oh, and Meepo was getting yeah. Oh, and it looks like it's happening again. X Crystal's going side by side there briefly before the hairpin, and it looked like he was trying to get a better exit on the run out, but Meepo quick onto that ERS and maintains P2. But yeah, this is the thing. We have to look at tires. X Crystals on mediums. The rest of these top 5 guys on hards. So these medium runners, they want to make these medium tires count now. That's why we're seeing X Crystals attacking Meepo early on, as we're seeing Samim on softs. So that's an interesting one. He's starting on softs. P10 he's got himself up to. So I think we'll have a look at the position changes. And Samim has went from P20 to P10 as Christian, of course, sets the fastest lap of this race.
Yeah, but with the soft tires, they're gonna heat up real quick, especially on Suzuka. So someone needs to be very careful with the way he's handling his tires. He may have gained 10 position, but he can spin out at any time with them soft tires.
Yeah, and I was going to say, well, I'm just that lap 1. Everybody seemed to get away pretty clean, but there was some contact in that first and second corner, and I think it was Wes and Skintoni then who pitted there for fresh mediums, probably getting fresh wings as well. As Crystals unable to really make these medium tires count in the first 2 laps of this race. And we are going to get DRS enabled in the next lap, so that's going to make things even spicier here. Bablo's pointing out that Dice improved 6 positions as well, so him and Samim have had a pretty stellar start to this race, and I have to say Dice tends to have really good starts. He's put himself in a really good position here, but Samim, we'll have to keep an eye on Samim, because those tires that he's on, they're going to fall off pretty quickly, so he's going to try and make them count as much as possible in the early phase of the race.
Indeed, Matt is already dropping back from the top 3 slightly, so he might not be able to get that DRS, but if he maintains this, if he goes a bit faster, he'll be able to get that DRS, but he's now over a second.
Yeah, X-Crystal went for a move there and made it count. It looked like he got Meepo caught him napping, so X-Crystal's using a lot of ERS. He still has 76% though, Meepo 84%, so X-Crystal's up to P2. That might have been a wise move from Meepo just to let X-Crystals by and you know, release the pressure from behind. Oh, and Fedivara is off, he spins, X-Crystals span on the run out of Dunlop, and that's put him down the order. It was looking so good there, he was up to P2, but now down to P12 and still falling.
Ooh, he's in P12 now, so unfortunate.
And Meepo is yeah, Meepo is very happy with that. It means he doesn't have that X-Crystals to worry about anymore, but something that Meepo does need to be concerned about is he's teetering pretty close to being outside that 1 second DRS range. Matt is just, yeah, he's on the limit right now as well, so Christian trying to make a break from this DRS train from behind, but Meepo and SLR Matt just doing enough to keep within it.
Yeah, so I got it just barely the DRS activation zone. I will be able to keep that distance as Meepo is closing into Christian. Christian's in quite a lot of batteries, already below the 50% mark. But Meepo won't be able to get Christian in this time. Maybe in the next lap he'll be able to get him, but he's close enough. So maintain that gap and you'll be able to get him.
Oh. Yep.
Oh,
And,
Crystal at the end.
Oh, yep. I just got the tail end of that. Looked like Crystal clipped the front tire of Heat, and that span Heat out. So, yeah, I don't know. FA might get a look at that after the race, but not going so well back there for X-Crystals as he tries to recover from that incident he had on lap 3.
Yeah, Venge is looking super close to getting P5. He's only 300 of a second behind Smelto.
Yeah, and we'll keep an eye on SLR Matt as well, because he is now about, he's just outside that 1 second range, and that's crucial really, because he has our gamer behind him. Oh, and it looks like Vinge is going to go up the inside, and I tell you what, you don't want to be in the inside for this corner. Spoon, ooh, bit of contact there, and they both make it through safely, but Vinge takes the position, and Joe as well gets past. Oh, sorry, Vinge. Actually, it was Smelto took the position. Joel as well gets past Vinge, so Vinge lost out big time there.
Yeah, but Vinge is right behind of Joel's end. It's going to be looking interesting, but now DRS zone, Meepo right behind Christian. DRS activated, ERS activated as well. Going on the inside, makes the move on Christian. Smoothly passes him.
Yeah, a lot of position changes here on the DRS trade. So you got Meepo gets past Christian, our gamer gets past SLR Matt, and Vinge are not able to get back that position. So Joel and Smelto up to P5, P6 respectively.
Looking so far so good. It's only lap 5. So many great battles going on right now up Suzuka.
Samim, yeah, I know. Samim as well, and he's soft, making them count. They are going to start falling off pretty soon, but he has a free car train in front of him that he has to navigate. Probably going to pit, I would say, pretty early and then go on to the hards, but I think soft medium as well is a viable strategy here.
I mean, if he's able to make those softs count and not make mistakes, then yeah, soft to medium pretty much going to be the most OP strategy for him.
Yeah, these guys run very close together. There's now a 5-car train, I believe, 6 maybe. Yeah, it's from P5 all the way down to, well, actually X-Crystal's just about to join the party. So P5 down to P10 is a DRS train pretty much. Up front as well, our gamer has got within the DRS range of these first 2 guys. So our gamer looking like he's got pace today, could potentially win if he plays his cards right. And Christian is dropping out of DRS range as Meepo says the fastest lap. And I have to say, Jan Hal too, I'm reading your comments, man, and yeah, too much heat, could not handle it.
Oh, Joe's making a move on his motor on the inside, and he makes him make the move pass. But Range was too far away, so he's gonna be. No, he's trying to make a move, but risky one. And Fiducia gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding the pit lane.
Yeah, so an early pit stop from him. I think that must be for damaged from wing. Um, so he joins the guys at the back who have had an incident. And you can see the gap there from P7 to P18. Basically, if you have an incident, you're going to be like 30 seconds off the pace if you have to pit. Sector 1 yellow flag. It looks like, is that Larson possibly?
Yeah, it is. Larson spun out on this again.
Yeah, so we will try and keep it up front here because there is a huge battles going on here between all these guys. Samim, I think those soft tires are starting to fall off as he doesn't seem to have the grip and confidence he once had at the start of the race.
Yep. Oh, Larson again. Spun out. It's so unfortunate for him in this race.
Yeah.
Christian is now one half DRS activation zone. Gamer still has it. Vinge literally right behind Smelter's V end. So he's gonna make that move count. He needs to make that move count on the DRS straight.
Yeah, Smelto does not have DRS, so Vinge, this should be like taking candy from a baby as Samim does indeed pit off those old softs. Only 5 lap old, but yeah, they've seen better days. They tend to go off pretty quickly as Vinge does indeed get that move done. And where does Samim come out? He comes out on hard, so that's pretty much confirmed one stopper from him. We'll take those to the end, and looks like he comes out P15. And really, I think this battle up front is starting to heat up. Our gamer has got the DRS range on Christian, and I think right now it's all about how you manage your ERS.
Crystals!
Ooh. Oh, he's
so lucky to know the wall. Wanted to save up some in the wall, but he still spun out.
Yeah, this is a guy that messaged me for the race that I was going to win, and I think he came in the commentary booth as well and said the same thing.
Yeah.
I think he meant spin. I'm going to spin. So not great from X Crystals, but he still is in the race. I mean, he's not too far off some points today. And there's another yellow flag. I think that's Larson once again. I keep seeing that Mercedes at the back of the grid. And a yellow flag. So Larson not having the best of races today. But let's go up front again. Our gamer trying to reel in Christian. And he's got the gap down to 4/10 now. And as I say, it's all about this ERS management. It looks like our gamer is winning that battle. He has 75% ERS, Christian down to 30%. So, I mean, really, if Christian gets below 10% and you see that red light blinking on the back of his car, that's just going to be blood to a shark for our gamer. He will smell the blood in the water and go on the attack, I'm sure.
Yeah, but we're on lap A and big gaps are being formed between the drivers now. Battle for P2, battle for P6, battle for P10 are the only battles that may possibly happen.
Yeah, Mr. D about to come under pressure here from Tenari. Mr. D on the medium tire and Tenari on those hard. So I think around about lap 10 is whenever you get the crossover point where the mediums fall off and the hards become the faster tire. And these hard runners will have to switch on to the mediums, which would be the better tire to be on for the final phase of the race. So it's looking good for the top 6 guys. They will be on the faster tire at the end of the race. That is if we don't get a safety car.
Yep. Both the drivers that are buying for P2 are not using any battery to that TOS, right? So they are trying to save up, but Christian is on very low amount. Crystal gets a 3-second time penalty. There's yellow flag as well.
Yep, it looked like there was an incident there. Crystal's into the pits. So I think he was trying to make his way into the pits. Something happened there. He is retired from the session. Worth mentioning there as well, Tenari passing Mr. D on the start-finish rate up to P10 into the points. And look at this, Meepo has a gap of 2.4 to Christian. That is exactly what he needed, and he needs a good result today. He needs to he really needs to win today if he's to keep his dreams of getting a tier 2 title alive. This is what he needs to do, and he cannot make any mistakes. And he's praying that there's no safety car. Really, whenever you create a gap, you don't want a safety car that will just destroy that gap completely. And our gamer looking like he's closing in a little bit. He's using up a little bit of ERS here on this back straight. Flat out through 130R, and might see a move here from him as he is quite close, 3/10 behind Christian, going for the final chicane, and it is hard to get a good exit. Bit of a twitch on our gamer as he got the throttle down, but 5/10 behind might be a bit too far back. He's not using any ERS. Could have potentially went for a move there, but decided this wasn't the time to strike. So really, we've got a big battle here for P2. And,
Mr. D is pitting.
Tenari gets past Dice on the start finish straight. Mr. D pitting, that is an early pit stop from him. Onto the hards, will go to the end. I think actually lap 10 might be the might be okay to pit from mediums to hard on lap 10. Mr. D coming out behind our SLR Samim, so P14 for him. Vinge pushing Joel through the hairpin. Joel's starting to come under a lot of pressure right now. And Vinge with 50% ERS, Joel with only 16%. Jan in chat is willing our gamer to strike Christian, because obviously the lower Christian finishes, the less points he's going to get, and the more chance Meepo has of taking that top spot in the championship again. Oh, and it looks like Joel ran out wide there, had to back out, and it has got passed by Vinge before the final chicane, so a bit of a mistake from Joel.
Yeah, gamer's looking to make a move on Christian. He does. He gets the move down inside, but goes a bit
and he
wide.
Goes wide onto the, oh, he almost lost the car there. That was a big save from him.
He keeps it.
Big moment from our gamer. Big moment. And he's still struggling. Yeah, it's so easy to lose your car in this SS section. It really is. But our gamer just about by the skin of his teeth, keeping that car on track and in front of Christian, more importantly. SLR Matt as well, worth mentioning. P4 is 2.6 behind these front runners, but yeah, we'll need to keep an eye on the gap from him to Vinge as well. Vinge very fast. Currently the gap is 2 seconds. And now that Vinge has got past Joel, maybe he will have show his true pace.
Yeah, Christian's already looking to drop back from AR Gamer. So, just from my point of view, I feel like this isn't Christian's most favourite track. But he is doing all his best to keep up with the title fight between himself and Meepo. So he's trying to keep up with AR Gamer.
Oh, and yeah, I was just riding. I've got the overhead view of Vinge as he picked up that penalty in the final chicane there. So not good for Vinge. Not good for Vinge. That will cost him dearly at the end of the race, I'm sure.
Yep. Now Dash is split in. So I believe this is the point where the medium drivers can now pit. Oh, they can keep on driving longer and just risk it. But yeah, I believe Mark has said pit windows open for them, so that's what they're pitting.
Yeah, so Dice opting for that undercut, trying to undercut, comes out P11, I believe, just ahead of his teammate Smelto, on fresh tires as well. Will take him a lap to get those hards up to temperature, which might allow Smelto to catch up on him here as he goes through the S section. Ooh, and Smelter just touching the curb there, gets away with it nicely, but you can see he is reeling in Dice here. And Dice struggling a little bit for Dunlop. And Smelto is closing in big time. Smelto as well has a lot of ERS in the tank. So if Dice doesn't get these tires up to temp pretty soon, I reckon we're going to see teammates switch over here.
Yeah, possibly. He's very close to Dice.
Yeah, and I guess you could say Dice did not get an undercut on Smelto.
Oh, Dice is saying him.
Yeah. Good. Probably a nice move there from Dice. They are teammates. I know they're not in VC together, but that was some good sportsmanship between the two Alpha boys.
Yeah.
Laps in the pits from P8. So yeah, we're starting to see the last of these medium runners in the pits. Virtua gets a 5-second speeding penalty for speeding in the pits. He was P9 and will drop down the order, and that 5-second speeding penalty is not good, obviously. Christian though is doing what he can to stay within that DRS range. Gap from P3 to P2, currently P.9.
Oh, Dice.
Oh, Dice gets a 3-second time penalty, so Dice not liking these hard tires, it seems. He looks like he picked up penalty in turn 1 maybe?
I believe so.
Might have went wide, yeah.
Yeah.
So the race settling down a little bit. We're only at the halfway point. We do have the hard runners still to pit for the switch onto the medium tires. Let's have a little bit of a recap then. Christian started on pole. Did get overtaken by Meepo a few laps into this race. Our Gamer as well getting past Christian. So Our Gamer is actually, he's incrementally decreasing that gap to Meepo. So Our Gamer has got a lot of pace here as Tenari picks up another time penalty. We're starting to see a lot of time penalties on the board right now. I have to say though, I'm looking at Our Gamer and he's got incredible pace at Japan, and I'm just thinking I have to race this guy on Sunday for a championship. So
it's gonna be a difficult one for you.
yeah, I mean it's gonna be tricky, but
I mean, what right now Our Gamer is doing Meppo a very big solid, because what truck do you have next? Because
it's Mexico, then Brazil, final race.
So Mexico is going to be a difficult track to maintain with the tires, because it's a pretty quick track, but fast turn and turning corners as well. And then the final round, Brazil, the most favorite track of them all. I feel like it will go down to the final track, the battle between Meepo and Christian.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. As a spectator, I love to see a final round showdown between the drivers. And who knows, like Our Gamer could even come into play as well. He's only 81 points heading into this race, so he's got some work to do. Really needs to win this race to keep his championship hopes are alive. But it looks like Meepo and Our Gamer are pretty similar pace right now on these hard tires.
Indeed. And I think this is time where the hards will be starting to pit in soon, as Joe is the first one to pit in for medium tires.
Interesting, yeah. So he's going for that undercut, and I think that's a good option actually, because really you want to be on the medium tires for as long as possible, as long as they last pretty much. He comes out in P7 then, just ahead of Samim. Interesting stuff then, yeah.
I'm just very surprised that if it like a minimum of virtual safety car didn't happen in this race so far.
Yeah, that's true actually, yeah. Don't want to commentator curse it, but
yeah, I was gonna say.
Are we gonna get a full race without any form of safety car? That would be a first, I think, for Tier 2 this season.
Yeah.
Christian now outside of that DRS range from Our Gamer, so these first two guys are starting to peel away. And Christian does have to be kind of careful here because he could fall into the clutches of SLR Matt, especially if he picks up a penalty.
Oh, Mepo's spinning.
I actually thought you said he's spinning there.
No, he's spinning out game and staying out as well as Christian. So it's an interesting one. Let's see where Mepo comes out. As Matt overtakes him. Venge pits in as well. Tenari 2.
Yep, and I'm watching Meepo. I'm going to see where he comes out here. It looks like he's going to have absolutely a lot of clean air in front of him and behind. So this is a good call from Meepo. Puts himself in a perfect spot. Doesn't have any cars around to contend with and can just focus on getting these tires up to temperature. And he's on an undercut strategy, so it should pay off for him here.
Yeah, he's only 15 seconds and the pit stop lasts about...
I think it's about 20.
Maybe 20, yeah, something like that. And now Venge on the first soft tyres gonna be cold, but Joe is literally right on his end and on the chicanes already, putting pressure on the harsh driver.
Yeah, and I have to say Tenari as well. Nice recovery from him as there's a yellow flag. It looks like he's
before the pit lane.
Oh my
the
word!
The commentators curse has happened. Oh my days!
He's right in the middle of the track, and this is a safety car. Yeah, it's a full safety car. And who does this suit the most? I think it doesn't hurt Meepo too much. I don't think it
doesn't.
Will. Yeah, I think he's going to be okay here. But obviously the first three guys are going to pit. This is effectively a free pit stop. But with Meepo already pitting, I think he's going to resume. He's going to pick up the lead of this race, I think. But we'll ride on board. We're about to find out.
It's gonna be close.
Oh,
no, he has the Delta.
Oh no,
yeah.
the Delta, that's gonna kill him. Is he gonna...
Stays in front.
Oh no, our gamer's out. Our gamer is out, and
Christian's
so is Christian.
Out, and he gets Christian. Oh.
We have got a fight on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Our gamer is now P1. That safety car was perfect for our gamer, and suited Christian as well. SLR Matt gaining a little bit from that as well. So that is interesting. Are we going to see a lot of these hard runners pitting for these fresh mediums? It looks like, yeah, Sammy.
I would assume so, yeah.
And you know what? I wonder if anyone's going to go onto the soft tires. See Larson at the back, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would last 10 laps. You got a few laps under safety car as well, so maybe 6-7 laps.
He did overlap the safety car, so he will be at the back of the queue, which will be good for him.
Yeah, and Samim, luckily the guys behind also had the same idea to pit on the medium, so he does not lose position and is currently in P8. So that gap that he had to the guy ahead is now going to go from 20 seconds to 0, as everybody's going to have to bunch up here under the safety car. Mr. D as well into the points, P10 currently, and apparently he was fighting with someone just before the safety car. Interesting stuff here, yeah. So this effectively resets the race. We're going to have everybody on relatively fresh mediums, apart from Larson and P18 on softs. It looks like he pitted again for mediums. There we go. I suppose no harm done there for Larson. He can do that and still catch up, hopefully, before this one gets underway again. But yeah, Meepo, biggest loser there. Lost that P1 spot, but he does have the pace to win this race, so it's going to be really between our gamer and Meepo for P1. Christian as well will have a say in that, and SLR Matt is lurking in the background. Finge as well has great pace here, but does have that 3-second time penalty to contend with.
Yeah, Finge needs to put a big one to be in front of the drivers by those 3 seconds. He is fast on this track, as I have been watching him throughout the race. But this is looking great for the Haas team as well, P3 and P5 so far. The battle between Ferrari and Aston is a tight one. AR Gamer in first, Mapper in second, and then it's the vice versa. Tonari in 7th, Sam in 8th.
Yeah, and Tonari has that 3-second time penalty as well, so that is not going to be good for him, especially this late in the race with everybody bunched up. These time penalties will be even more affecting their final result. I think we're going to have one more lap after this one. It looks like Larson's got a way to go to catch up with these guys.
Yeah, he has. So it's only lap 18 after 27. So yeah, like I said, one more lap of safety car, and then surely we'll have to go in, and we'll be back to racing soon.
One thing I'm wondering is what warnings have the top 4 guys got? Because that could come into play as well. What, like if they're on 2 warnings, they pick up 1 more and they get that time penalty, that is going to basically lose them a podium spot.
I wish it could be easier to just click on the name and just see just one person's warning, but I have to go through every single thing. Okay, so there's AR Gamer, Christian, and Mappo. Mappo has 1, 2.
Yeah, that's not great if you have 2
Christian
warnings.
has 2 as well.
Okay, and
So AR Gamer is clean.
oh my word, that is like a big thing mentally. You know, when you're carrying 2 warnings, you can't quite push as hard as you would like. You don't have that margin for error anymore, whereas our gamer can. He's got 2 strikes to play with.
Yep. And since Matt is in display as well, Matt is clean as well. So if AR Gamer and Matt can keep this clean, and Mappo and Christian somehow manage to get another warning, those are looking good to be in the podium. I'm about to do another commentator's curse, I swear.
Commentator's curse is real.
Well, there we go. Everyone is in the stack, just waiting for Larson, but he's getting there, so 100% safety car will be in this lap.
Indeed, and just while we have a quiet moment here, chat, who do we think is going to win this race? It's going to be a tough call, but who is your man for the win? I think Jan goes without saying he's going to back his boy Meepo, but who the rest of these guys are favouring? I think McKenna probably, Meepo, Kiko maybe he's going for our gamer, or Matt maybe?
The safety car's going to win. Well, there we go, Larson has caught up, so hopefully in this lap.
Yep.
Yeah, not yet.
And driver's waving frantically here, trying to get some heat in the tires. It's not so bad with the medium tires. Hard tires are very hard to get into any heat into under a safety car. And
there we go.
Safety car in this lap, so going to ride on board with Christian and see how we get underway here, how our gamer chooses to do this. Is he backing the field up here and letting the safety car go in? Safety car is at the final chicane, so yeah, our gamer backing these guys up big time. I think the best place to go really is that last corner out of the final chicane and just absolutely gun it, but let's see how our gamer chooses to do this. It looks like he's away already. Yep, he's gone.
Yeah.
And a good
Mappo
start.
reacts. Mappo kind of reacts, but he's trying to check it behind.
Oh, and Matt is coming under big pressure here from Vinge.
What happened there?
Yeah, Mr. D is out. What happened there at the back? He is dead.
Oh, and Silver's out.
Oh my word.
I just went on board with Larson, and Silver just drove into the wall. Like, literally.
Matt got overtaken there in those first 2 corners by Vinge, so he needs to get his head down as he's coming under pressure now from Joel. But yeah, our gamer, great start there. 6/10 in the lead right now, but Meepo looking feisty
Oh,
behind.
futuristic spins, and he gets up to the back of the grid. I'm just trying to go through all the drivers and see if anyone has any wing damage, but I don't see anything. So I don't know what happened to Mr. D and Silver. Well, I know what happened to Silver, but I don't know what happened to Mr. D.
Yep, no idea there. I just saw that yellow flag in the start-finish rate, so... Babos, once again, Dice's master plan. Dice hit Mr. D from behind, so apparently it was Dice caused that incident. Kiko is saying he's jeffing AR and Matt. And McKenna saying that's the game's fault. Whatever that means.
Yeah, I don't know.
And these first two have already got a 1 second gap to Christian, so Christian's race pace here is not what we'd expect it to be, as Meepo setting the fastest lap currently, and really this is going to be a war of attrition between Gamer and Meepo. Meepo is putting a lot of pressure on Gamer here. We don't have DRS open just yet. It'll be open next lap, and yeah, really we're looking at an ERS war here right now.
Not only that, we're looking at the Constructors' Championship war as well. Aston Ferrari. Ferrari.
Oh, yellow flag. Who's that? Oh,
and
it's
Dice spins.
Dice, yeah.
Yep.
That seems to be a real hotspot for spins, that Dunlop corner. Yep, Dice down to last then, so not great for him. And we're on lap 21 of 27. As I say, next lap we will have DRS, and that will just spice things up further, as Christian has closed this gap up somehow on the first two guys, so he's not quite out of this just yet. Binge as well within this DRS train, as DRS train from P1 to P7 at this time.
Can we see a Haas podium? Possibly. Could be possible.
Samin got overtaken by Smeldo as well at some point there.
Yep.
Oh, and Samin, as we mentioned, 3 second time penalty for him, so not good for him. DRS enabled, so first time we're going to see it really is start finish rate next lap.
So, yeah, but maybe it was looking very good. His second turns of the chicane very nice, and it's quicker than AR Gamer in the first sector. So if he keeps up the pace and doesn't waste his energy, we're gonna see a battle for P1. And if Christian gets involved in this, then it's gonna be a three-way battle for the win.
Yeah, and if it ends how it is right now, I mean, this is great for our gamer. Meepo will take P2 points, our gamer will get P1 points, and then Christian P3 points. So we'll close the championship even further. But we have still got a bunch of laps to do here, and Meepo, as you say, looking very feisty. And yeah, Mr. D confirming in chat, Dice hit me from behind and I DNF. So that is not good for him. He was looking good for a points paying position here today, but it wasn't to be. And
Christian loses it.
He's lost the position as well. What happened there?
He drove onto the curb and he lost the end of the car, but he managed to save it. But now Meepo's looking to make a move on AR Gamer. AR Gamer defending hard on the first turn.
Oh, and
there's a yellow flag.
Yeah, Samin retires, is that? In the
pit lane. Yes.
That's unusual.
Gamer keeping this position, but Meepo's looking very strong and wants that P1 badly.
Yeah, these first two have broken away with that mistake from Christian. This allowed P1, P2 to create a 1.5 gap to Vinge. And as it stands, it looks like, yeah, our gamer Meepo, Christian on the podium, but still some laps to go as Meepo is pushing our gamer through this hairpin, and he's engaging ERS in this short I wouldn't say it's a straight, but a short run down the spoon, and he's staying on the back of our gamer, just trying to keep the pressure on as much as possible. He wants to be as close as he can on the exit out of the final chicane, and he's using some ERS again, so this might be indicating that Amiibo is going to go for a move once we come out of the final chicane. He wants the best run out possible. Our gamer guarding that inside line, but Amiibo sticking to the ideal line, and looks like Amiibo's going to get this done based on the exit here. Oh, yeah. And great camera angle here from Codemasters as Meeple flies by. See our gamer there just pulling in behind, and Meeple up to P1. But this battle is not over. It is not over by a long shot. We still got 3 laps left after this one, and our gamer has plenty of ERS in the tank. He just has to hang on the back of Meeple here. But Meeple, as I say, he's came into this race with a point to prove, and right now he's proving that point.
Indeed, Maple is literally telling us he wants that title and he will do everything he can to win it fair and square. And look at that pace, he's nearly already 1 second away from AR Gamer. So will AR Gamer maintain and get faster towards the DRS activation zone? He is regaining the gap onto Mepo, so it will look like it that he will have the DRS activation zone in his hands.
Yeah, both these guys using a lot of ERS. Our gamer using a lot. He's almost used up all his ERS there on the run down to 130R. Meeple as well was blasting his ERS. So both these guys, minimal amount of ERS. You do accrue it back quite easily on this track, but there's only a few laps left, so these guys need to be careful that they're not caught with their pants down and no ERS to defend or attack with.
Yeah, but for now they're looking safe from P3, as Venge is like 2.6 seconds away from AR Gamer.
Oh,
Christian's struggling to get back. He has
Jules off. Joel has had a spin after the turn 2 there, I believe. And that allows Tenari up to P6 and Smelto up to P7. But Joel, no damage, gets back on track without an issue. Lepson P9 now, and the points Skin Tony P10. And Smelto picks up a penalty, 3-second penalty.
And he spins out as well.
Uh-oh. So that means Joel will get that position back, I think. If I have no camera angle. Oh yeah, Smelto is in the gravel. So Joel up a position, Lepson up a position, Smelto down to P11, down to P12.
He lost it on the straight.
And look at it.
Make Tenari make a move on the inside. And he gets them all the touch. And
Tenari's off.
Got a good contact.
I just caught the tail end of that. Yeah, Smelto was in the gravel doing donuts. But
yeah. Matt and Tenari were side by side on Spoon. And they made contact, which led Tenari to spin out. But now he's quickly back into the pace. But now AR Gamer is nearly 5/4 of a second behind Mepo, and he's gonna get that DRS activated in any seconds right now. Not using any of his battery, he's saving it, so he won't get the move down that quick because he needs to be more closer on that final turn.
Yeah, and we're on the penultimate lap, so there's really one more chance to get an overtake done on that DRS straight. And our gamer obviously wanting to save his ERS up for that. Meepo down to 24. Our gamer 30% ERS, so our gamer just a little bit more than Meepo, but I don't think it's enough really to count. As Meepo will be able to defend, and Smelto is going to return the pits, I think.
Yeah, he just gained 3 seconds and a 5 second in like a second. Yep, there we go.
There we go. So here we go. I can't keep my eyes off this battle for P1 right now. It's going to go down to the wire. Our gamer is hanging in there, and I tell you what, Vinge has actually caught these guys up a little bit. Might be able to get it within DRS range, but I think it's too little, too late for him. And that incident between Matt and Tenari has cost both those guys a lot of time. So they're kind of out of contention for a podium here. As there's a yellow flag again, it's Dice at the back there in turn 1. So his races went from bad to worse. And here we go, Argamer going through the final chicane, gets a pretty good run on it. He's 4/10 behind. But again, as I say, both of these guys on similar ERS. And Meepo's going to use his to defend this move. He actually doesn't
Argamer still moving, still using.
Ooh.
He's not gonna get it. But there still is a chance for an overtake at any moment.
Yeah, Meepo cannot make any mistake here. Argamer will pounce on him if he does. But Meepo looking fairly confident through these S's and onto the Dunlop corner here. Ooh, and Argamer very tight line there, but keeps it nice and tidy. I think that's it. Pretty much, if Meepo does, as long as he doesn't make a mistake here, it's in the bag. I think. As long as he doesn't pick up a penalty as well, I guess.
Indeed. Because that one warning is all it will take to ruin all the chances for P1. Actually, maybe even a podium. No idea. Let me just quickly check.
Yep, and the gap is 5/10 as they head onto this back straight, and I think that's it for Argamer. His chances are gone. I think he's going to use all his ERS in a vain effort to reel Meepo in, but I think that's it for Meepo. He just has to navigate these final two corners, the final chicane, the final lap, and on to the start-finish straight, as long as he doesn't lose it coming out of here. And yeah, that's a Meepo win. He does it. He comes back. He wins just when he needed to. Argamer, a solid result for him as well. P2 Christian does take that final podium spot, and Vinge P4 for now. Matt P5. Tanari, nice recovery from him, up to P6 after, I think he had 2 spins in this race. So P6, pretty good for...
Yes, at the start he was literally right at the end, so...
Yeah. Joel P7 then. Lepson gets himself up to P8, so great result from him. Gets himself some points for the Red Bull guys. Skin Tony P9. And look at that, Larson P10. After all his woes, who would have thought it? I think that final safety car really saved his race. And futuristic P11 just outside of the points. Wesley P12 and Dice yet to finish the race yet, but he will come across the line in P13, so not a good day for him, and I think he's going to feature in some reports after the race, and we're going to see some donuts.
Doing donuts, yeah.
Japanese donuts, eh?
Half a donut?
Yeah, that was
donut, yeah.
That was a weak donut. That was a diet donut, yeah. TC donuts, McKenna. And Larson gets driver of the day after that. Okay, I don't know about that, but yeah, Meepo, what a win from him. He needed that badly, and I think that puts him up to P1. The gap between Christian and Meepo going into this one was 10 points.
Yes, it has to.
So I think it puts him ahead by a few points, maybe, yeah.
Because I believe Mepo has got the fastest up as well, so 26 points.
That could be crucial, yeah. Points mean prizes. But yeah, solid race there from Argamer. I have to say, Matt once again showing good pace, brings it home, gets a good haul of points as well for McLaren. So there we go, and I'll make sure this time to show all the standings. Let's point out as well, X Crystals, who said he was going to win today, became last, DNF'd. There's my man Bob in chat. Damien, that's impressive pace from Argamer, keeping up with Meeps. I know, incredible scenes. And we'll get to speak to Meepo shortly, hopefully, and also Argamer, so we'll get their perspective on that race. Meepo saying Argamer is an absolute beast. What a horrible thing to say about someone. Why would you call someone a beast? Like a wildebeest or what? Or
I don't know. Maybe?
we're gonna have to find out in the interview. So we'll head over to the interview screen and we'll have a look and see who is available right now. Okay, we will bring in the race winner. I think if I can work out how to drag. Come on, bro. Can you drag him in? He won't drag in for me.
Who? What? Gamer? Yeah.
Meepo.
Meeple. Yes, is it? Oh.
Oh, here we go. He's in. Meepo, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Um, First of all, I just have to ask about that comment you made in chat. You called our gamer a beast. Like, why?
Yeah,
Why insulting him? Why are you saying that?
I'm not insulting. It's meaning to say that he is fast. He's good at this game.
Oh, right, okay. I thought you were saying he was like an ogre or something. You know, like ugly or
I mean,
very hairy or something. I don't know.
well, who knows that? I have not seen his.
I think he might be. Yeah, he might be like one of those guys. You know, you see at the freak show. He just has a lot of facial hair. You know. Anyway, Meepo, congrats on that win, bro.
Thank you.
That is epic. That puts you in the lead heading into the final two races. So it looks like we got ourselves a showdown. It looked a bit dicey there at one point. Just give us your perspective on the race, how to go in quali, and then the race with that safety car as well.
Well, basically, I was so lost in quali. I didn't know what to do. I just said, sure, let's just try my best. I was P2. I'm happy with that. I knew Christian had amazing pace in quali. Didn't know about race pace. His race pace was pretty much lacking. I think that's where I managed to get him. And race is where you get the points. So advice for Christian: do not only practice quali. So. And that safety car, that really annoyed me, but I had to make the best of it by overtaking Air Gamer as soon as possible.
Yeah, you can blame us because we cursed it. We're literally talking like halfway through the race, like, this has been no virtual safety car at least, and then 2 laps later, oh crap. I mean, even after the safety car, you managed to keep up the pace, and you did an amazing job. Like, since the start of the race, you had a battle with Christian, you gained that P1, and then after safety car, you had a battle with AR Gamer, and you regained that P1 again, and then you led that to the finish line. So the championship battle is on, and I feel like it will lead until Sao Paulo, Meepo. It will lead to Sao Paulo. So
yeah, unless he retires or gets 0 points on the next race and I win it, that's where I completely then won it. But yeah. Yeah. You continue.
Yeah, next is Mexico.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that one?
It's a track I hate, but I have pace there. That's for sure. That's all I know.
That's good. That's good. So I'm looking forward to see you in Mexico because it may be the return of the woman in commentary booth, but I am not going anywhere because I'm staying in the commentary booth.
Nice.
For the next future seasons. I don't know how long would that be. Maybe until F1 racing dies, that's how long I'm gonna stay.
Or you got that on stream, so we'll use it against you.
Yeah, no.
Maple, I want to ask, like, obviously we're coming to the end of the season. You are leading the championship. It is a close one. How much do you want to win this on a scale of 1 to 10?
11.
7. So okay.
11.
Oh, 11. Oh, okay. Like really, are you going to bed thinking, thinking about the title? Is that because?
Yeah, actually I am.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, I've been in that spot where, and I definitely was thinking about it when I was going to bed. It was like last thing I was thinking, like, if I win the next 2, then blah blah blah. Yeah. So. You put yourself in a solid spot for that anyway, and really you needed to win today after I know you've had a few incidents, shall we say, in previous races.
Sure.
But this is what it's all about, coming back, bouncing back. It's all about how you pick yourself up, and what better way to do it than a race win, and well, maybe pointed out, fastest lap as well.
Yeah.
So good job all round, and I think your father is very happy about it, and
Maybe. I don't know why he would be happy, but you know.
yeah, I think he says it takes a beast to recognize a beast.
Yeah, basically.
That's a good quote there. I might put that on my gravestone.
Oh.
Anyway, right, Maple, I'm gonna throw you out, but congrats again on the win today, man, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the final 2 races. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Next up, we'll go for our gamer, yeah. The hairy beast himself, our gamer. How's it going, bro?
So good, so good. It's a finally good race for me.
Incredible pace from you, bro. I hope you are not on the same pace with no assist on Sunday, but tell us about your race.
Yeah, I actually don't know how I had that good a pace. The start or qualifying first was surprising because the last few races I always bottle qualifying. I don't know, nervous or maybe not enough practice in multiplayer. But today was good. I got like P3, but the start was a bit I don't know, so like very bad. I don't know, like I was so late and I got overtook by 2 guys, I think, Matt and Crystals.
Mm-hmm.
But Crystals won, and Matt, I had like good pace on him, so we switched. I mean, we didn't switch. Sorry, I don't know him. Sorry, I just overtook him. But yeah, I don't know. I had good pace. I caught Christian pretty fast. Christian was like struggling with his race pace. I don't know why, but I got close. Christian, into turn 1, we was like side by side, and I think he let me go, and because he didn't want like a crash, and I had good pace on him, so he wanted to like follow me maybe into Mepo. But on the horse, I just could not get close to Mepo pace. I can match him like a tenth faster with ERS, but not that much. Yeah.
Yeah, and like after the safety car, what was your kind of thinking? Are because obviously there's a lot to contend with. You got ARS management. He's in the DRS range. Were you trying those first 2 laps just to try and break that DRS range, or were you thinking like I'm not going to be able to break it? I'll just focus on getting some consistent lap times in.
Well, first of all, thanks to Kiko, our engineer, he told me to stay 1 more lap. So that's how I got P1 in the first place, thanks to Kiko. But yeah, on the mediums, and after I saw like I was P1, I didn't really want to fight Mepo. I knew like I had my thoughts were like he was faster. I could not break the DRS, and I just hope we can like both run away from P3, so I can just give him the position easily, and he can go and I can follow him the whole race. But surprisingly, I had good pace on the mediums compared to Mepo, so I tried to fight a lot more than I expected. But I don't know, he when he is behind you, is just you feel your nerves, because Lego is a fast guy, so I could not stay at the same pace I wanted when he was behind me. But when he overtook me, I had like good pace. I could see where he was going. I could follow him. I had good pace compared to him, and but not close enough by the end. I had about the same ERS to him, but like the moments in sector 3 and sector 2, he was a bit faster than me, so I could not get close in the straight finish line. But yeah, I think it's surprising I had good pace compared to him in the mediums. It was a fun race with Mepo.
Yeah.
But I don't think I had pace to win. Right.
What do you think about the final 2 races then? Obviously, you were P4 in the championship, but I think that moves you up to P3, and you've gained a whole bunch of points in Christian, but obviously Meepo increases his gap ahead. What's your thoughts? The final 2 races. Do you think you're still a contender, or are you going for the P2, P3 spot then?
No, I think I can't really win the championship. I'm focusing on the constructors, but lately Aston Martin, we have only 1 car usually in the race.
Yeah, what happened to Sam? I think he retired, didn't he, at the end there?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. He I think had damage under safety car,
Oh, okay.
and it's like he can't really recover from that. I don't know, like Aston had bad luck. I don't know, maybe Lawrence Stroll is forcing his son to come in, maybe replace me or Samim next season. So I think he's fucking. Oh, I mean, he's missing with a car, me or Samim car, and we have been like DNFing me or him the last few races. So we have been losing a lot to Ferrari and the Haas boys. But I don't know, like I just hope me and Samim can keep up against Tonari because he is Mepo is GG basically. We can't really like catch him or like beat him very easily. But I think Tonari is more closer to our pace, and I think we are faster than him. But in quali, he always like pulls a lap out of the bag, and he gets like a good position, and he can follow the guys at the top. But yeah, I think we just hope to beat Tonari the next two races. It's Mexico next race, so
Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm talking too much.
Mexico, Brazil.
Yeah.
Are they strong tracks for you? Or?
Brazil, no, I don't like Brazil. The last yeah, the last games I don't like it. Maybe this game I will maybe learn how to drive it well. But Mexico, I love Mexico. I love league races in Mexico. It's always fun, especially the first lap with a slipstream. Like it's like a push to the limits kind of track. But sector 2 is just a dice. You will spin or you will spin. So I think it's gonna be. I gotta have to practice a lot in sector 2, and I had to practice a lot in quali to get a good position. Not P1. I think P1 in Mexico is not the favorable position. You wanna be like P2 or P3 for a slipstream. But me and Samim hope to hopefully maybe beat Map 1 Christian, or at least get some points on Ferrari in the constructors.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. Yeah, I've nothing else to say apart from no, I'll maybe not mention that on stream. Excuse me, while I die. Don't smoke. Right. I will. I will speak to you soon, Gamer. But good luck in your final two races, and good luck to Aston Martin as well in that constructors fight.
Yeah, thank you.
And bad luck
Good
for Sunday. Bye. Last but not least, we've got Lepson. Lepson brings it home P9. After
P8 for fuck's sake.
Oh,
sorry.
P8.
I cannot say that on stream. Sorry. You can beep that away, okay?
Yeah, drivers are allowed to swear like once. They get a free pass on the swearing.
Yeah, okay.
Beep. Oh, wait, did I?
Yeah, we need that beep. P8 then.
Yeah.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, it's like probably like the max I can get in this there.
Yeah.
Like,
did you have any instances for this, or was it clean sailing for you?
No, it was pretty like straightforward, but there happened a lot around me, but I can just drive my own pace. I was like, I don't know if I was happy with safety car or not. It was like break even, like fine to go mediums, but it was also fine to do the strategy. But yeah, it was good practice for Nana, right, Osha? No.
Yeah, I was keeping an eye on you, but then I was looking at our gamer and I was going, yeah, I'm not beating this guy. Not a chance.
He says that he is this inside info. He says he's addicted to his. He cannot go without his line and his ABS.
Oh, okay.
That's what he said.
There is hope. There's hope.
There is hope. Yes.
There's always hope. Yeah, I mean, like, I saw your pace in Japan yesterday. In the 2S race, I thought you had pretty good pace. I mean, what was it like out there? Did you feel like you were faster than yesterday, or were you just doing your own race kind of thing?
I think I was more confident because yeah, that was my. It's my second week with a full time without assist now, and that race in 2S was fine, but yeah, I spun on the end and was really good about it. But now it was like pretty flawless, but yeah, they are too fast for me, man. Like I cannot keep up with the top 5, 6. So yeah,
it's tough.
it's
Like,
really hard. It's really hard. So I'm happy, and yeah, it's getting like normal. It feels like already normal. So yeah, progress. It's fine, and that's the most important part about no assisting. You have fun in the game again, you know. Like,
and
so
well, what about your teammate Wesley? It looked like he didn't have a good time out there today. I think I saw it spin in the final chicane at one point. Was he?
yeah, there was. I saw it in my mirror. Yeah,
Was
it
he
was. What they? Sorry.
I was just gonna say, was he struggling today, or just got caught up in incidents, or what happened?
He was very lucky, I think. Of unlucky in turn one, lap one. I think he broke his front wing, so yeah, he had like to do catch up for the whole race. And then the safety car came. He got a new chance, and yeah, probably was too early on the throttle out of the chicane. So then it's pretty GG. That's unlucky. If you spin, then you don't get a second chance.
Yeah, well,
Right?
I guess he does get a second chance in Nana.
Yes.
On Sunday. Yeah, but you guys, you actually have gelled pretty well together. You two as teammates, I think. So hopefully we see that continue into future seasons, and you'll only get better as well with the new assists. So onwards and upwards.
Yeah, like it's for me like Nana is now like okay, yeah, I'm really comfortable there now, like because I do it the whole week now,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
so that's such a difference, and yeah, like I'm looking forward to it always. But I hope at the end of the season that I can be too fast for Nana. But yeah, we will see.
Oh
Now
God.
it's only 2 races, right? 3 races now, right, in Nana. So yeah,
Yeah, 3 races left.
that's that's gonna be hard. But yeah, we will see. We will see, Ocean. Like we all will fight to finish behind you. So yeah.
Yeah, look forward to it. Hopefully I'm up there at the front battling with you, not at the back, struggling. But
Yeah, we'll be.
we'll
Yeah.
find out on Sunday, as always. But thanks for joining us in the commentary booth, and congrats on the points for Red Bull today. Good job.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for commentary.
Cheers, bro.
Talk to you
Speak
soon,
later.
man.
Bye bye.
Take care.
Wham, that is it. We have finished with Japan under the belt, and we've got 2 races left. It's looking and it's shaping up to be a very spicy championship. Is Mipu going to take it? I mean, Christian really needs to come back with a race win, or at least finish ahead of Mipu in the next race, maybe the next 2 races. Um, so yeah, hopefully you'll join me for that one next week. Tomorrow, Tier 1. We go to Japan once more, Sunday, Nana, and I'll say 2 races left after that. So join us next week. Thanks everybody in chat for supporting the stream. Oh! I just saw a comment from Shakalaka. He sent driver of the day. We haven't called driver of the day yet. He's
Oh,
Shaq's the driver of the day updater. Nice spot there. Well, what do you
that's
think
a
about
Tenari.
Tenari? Yeah, he had a good recovery. He finished
Yeah,
in P7, I think, or was it P6?
6, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be happy with that. So nice recovery from Tenari. After having a couple of spins in that race, always very hard to recover. Everybody seems to be have pretty good pace around Japan, but yeah, that late safety car did save his bacon somewhat. Worth mentioning on Larson as well. P10 after a horrendous start to the race, he somehow gets a point from that one. But yeah, that's it. I think I'm going to wrap it up there. And once again, thanks for everybody for watching, and tune in tomorrow for Tier 1 when we head to Japan once more. And that championship is very close as well, so keep your eyes peeled out for that one. I'll be Kebab, and I think it's Rosarian going to be calling that one. So looking forward to that one myself. We'll be watching and in stream chat, so hope to see you there, guys. And we will catch you later. Thanks now. Bye bye.